Hello, what's a weekend? It's a weekend reading. That's how I'm feeling. What's a weekend? 10th and the 11th of August, and the moon moves into Virgo. How can it do that? Wasn't it just there? I mean, this is the nature of things. No, Scorpio, that's why. Oh God, is it going to be like that? Let me know how your head is feeling. Mine literally feels like it's full of custard and that's it. So moon moving into Scorpio on Saturday evening here in the UK, just about 11:30 at night. And then Sunday is an all-day Scorpio moon. Right then, I'm going to use the Lightseers Tarot today. Oh, hang on, big fan, big fan. Ooh, could be somebody moving in. Oh, get down, hang on. It's a Mercedes van. It has a dirty roof. I can see the roof. They probably never see the roof. This is what it is. There are men chuckling with each other, but that's nothing new on my street. Many men chuckling. Oh no, it's to do with the house that they're doing up down the road. Yes, which may have been the one. Do you remember a man came out and spat recently? Might have something to do with them. So that'll be enough. Okay, probably been to Greg's to get the sausage rolls or something like that. What do we need to know? I can tell you now that I would probably have won the Olympic gold medal in the last day or two for looking for your reading glasses in the house. Let's say that that was like a sport accepted in the Olympics and someone fitted me with a tracker. I reckon I've done, I don't know, 10k or something like that. And I have about 47 pairs of them. And honestly, I'm exaggerating, but not that much. Like, I swear to God, I got 20 pairs. And I can only ever find, and let me know, because I was wanting to ask, I can only ever find one pair, which is my +3, which I can't see anything because they're far too strong. Although you can never see what they are because without them being on, you can't see. So yeah, I can only ever find the +3, which means I sort of go around with these big goggly eyes, sort of going like that. Yeah. So I would have won the Olympic gold in reading glasses hunt. As for me trying to express myself, God, I think I just need to have like a nap until the end of August, really. Anywho, what do we need to know for the weekend? Yeah, this is about right, actually. Oh, that's nice. Bottom, the actress said to the bishop, and top, as the bishop may well have replied. Okay. That's not bad, I nearly did it. Overall energy card. I could barely have the energy to say the 6 of Wands, but it is the 6 of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. Woohoo! Well, that's nice, isn't it? I mean, let's not take away from it. This is good news. So, you may not be feeling that way. I am not feeling that way, definitely. But I'm willing to let it in. You know, you've got to play up the wins in this particular scenario. That's what I'm feeling. I need to stick to the wins and never ask why, okay? Never ask why good fortune is knocking on your door. You just let it in. Come in. And on the other end of things, we have the Hanged Man, which of course, and this is a really gorgeous version of the Hanged Man, isn't it? I mean, it's just, I don't know how she did it when she made these cards. That really looks like it's actually lighting up the card in the background. Plus, I love this sort of stuff where they do that weird thing that they do with loads of like ribbons and whatnot. I don't know what it's called, but it's really cool. So, but we then still have this energy of sort of stasis and hanging upside down, but without any of the, I don't know, pathos that it sometimes has. Good effort. Right, so we have the Hanged Man, and we accept that because we're in Mercury retrograde, big style. And I feel like if this was a sandwich, we're getting to the filling right now. And yeah, it's a big Mercury retrograde. I feel like the last one was too, though, and that was in Aries, and it affected Aries more than it affected other signs, I think. But this is hardcore. I don't know if it's because it's in Virgo, and Virgo is obviously, I think of Virgo a little bit like the wallet on my iPhone. It kind of holds on to all my organisation and all my such as it is, you know. But all those things, like almost a calendar. This is that, you do this, all the building bricks go together. And then when it's retrograde, it's just like somebody has sort of deleted it or made it very faint. And you're like, yeah, one, it's faint, and two, you can't find your reading glasses. It's like, well, so you just give up. You think, well, stuff it then, what happens, happens. And you may find when you give up trying, that's when you actually get to your Six of Wands energy. It usually is. Which is a bit of a smack in the chops from life, but them's the cards, you know, them's the cards. Then we have our Page of Cups, which is rather nice. This could be an apology, it could be somebody reaching out, it can be like a company apologising because they let you down, it can be a lover apologising because you had a row, it can be a sibling, it can be even one of your pets who has the, you know, humility to look sorry. I'm trying to think if any of my cats do that. Not really. They might look guilty if I catch them. Luckily, I've got one of those induction hobs now, and I'm not a fan of it, but wasn't allowed to have gas. It's not very eco whatnots. Love a bit of cooking with a flame though. It's not the same on a slab, a sort of mirrored slab. You don't get that whole, it's kind of, I am somehow connecting with my ancestors when you're cooking on this weird mirrored slab. But anyway, the only advantage of the weird mirrored slab is that if one of the cats goes on it, which of course they want to, it makes a beeping noise because it thinks it's a pan. And so the cat is kind of silently moving on top of this thing. And I'm in the other room, I'm like, Peggy, get off the cooker. And then you just hear this thudump because they've jumped on the floor. So yeah, anyhow, it could be anyone apologising, furry or otherwise. And then we have the High Priestess. So, and I do get this energy and I do feel this, and I'd like to know if you feel it too. In this Hanged Man retrograde, and Mercury's not the only planet we've got in retrograde, it's Neptune retrograde. I know I've asked you that before, but here's where we are. I can feel the magical potential of it, or the way that you sort of get plunged or stumble into things that you hadn't thought of before, or solutions that hadn't occurred to you. You really do think between the lines when Mercury's retrograde, and I like that side of it. So it's good creatively. It's good if you're writing, it's good for poetry, music, creativity. It's good for finally saying what you needed to say to somebody, all of those things, okay? But we do have two tens together, as very often happens. And when you get two tens together, especially the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, there is a clear out happening. There is catharsis. But I don't think that it's going to be sharp and left field. I think it's part of the gradual clearing process. And it's all part of this. It's all part of the process, as they say. Oh God, I just heard a smashing sound then. Hang on. Not that end. No, can't even see it. Someone dropped something anyway. Maybe again. We then have this lovely Nine of Cups. What do you really want? It's also part of the universe sort of winnowing things down and saying to you, but what do you really want? You think you want that. But what's the feeling behind it? What do you really want? Let's have an oracle card. No, it's not you. No, God, that's hard, isn't it? Yes. Okay, fair enough. Very muff, as they say. Okay, we get the Fates. I know, no side boob these days. It's all very proper and whatnot. Well, it is a weekend. So we have the Fates, which means all bets are off, but you can climb the stars and you might not even have to try that hard, which is nice to know. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're feeling as insane as I am, and I will see you soon. Namaste.